From Lake Itasca to the Gulf of Mexico, a La Crosse woman will soon attempt to write her name in the Mississippi River history books. But as we're finding out, the meaning behind Bobbi Rathert's mission goes much deeper. Two blades to a kayak paddle,
Hello.
Two strokes to help keep the paddler on course, and two vastly different thoughts.
My first reaction was, that's amazing. And my second reaction was, that's crazy.
When you hear something like this.
My name's Bobbi Rathert, and I am 68, and I'm going down the Mississippi River as a solo kayaker.
It's a nearly 2,400-mile, possibly record-setting quest that begs just one question. Why?
Oh, that's a good question.
For Bobbi, there is a dual purpose. On the one hand, it's a time for living simply, with deep personal reflection.
Some people say it takes 900,000 paddle strokes, one, like this. And I'm going to give it about 1 million, because, I'm smaller and older and I'm not going to rush. And for each of those strokes, I'm going to try to remember paddling for hope.
That's the second reason for the journey. Bobbi wants to use her adventurous spirit to inspire the spirit of giving.
We hear a lot of times people say, well, what can we do, or how do we get involved? What a fun way to get involved on so many different levels.
Putting the hope in Paddling for Hope, Bobbi's teaming up with Hope Restores, the La Crosse-based African-American Resource and Community Center led by Tashira Jackson and Shemaiah Curtis. The hope is that people will pledge per mile or simply donate on behalf of Bobbi's trek, and like she expects to do, reflect on what that support truly means.
The African American community's roots come from tragedy and trauma and devastation. We chained them and dragged them over, and we separated families for 400 or 500 years. So no, they don't think the way we do, but they need things we do. They need us to work at it. They can't help us learn it.
Of course, as the journey draws near, there's plenty more on Bobbi's mind.
Let me get my list.
She's preparing for the many physical challenges that lie ahead.
The river changes so much, day to day, but year to year.
But she's doing so with a clear focus.
In every aspect, there's adventure and caution and challenge.
It is an adventure she may be undertaking solo, but certainly not alone. Bobbi will be paddling for hope, with the hope of a community better connected.
If anybody can do this, it's our Bobbi.
Like the two blades of the paddle, propelling her ever forward. Now, Bobbi expects to launch from the source waters of the Mississippi later this month, and we plan to follow along with her journey, sharing updates throughout the summer. If you'd like to do the same or learn how to contribute to Paddling for Hope, we will have resources on our news app and website. And anyone who wants to meet Bobbi and maybe ask her a little more about the trip can check out the Paddling for Hope launch party this Sunday afternoon at Pettibone Resort, just over the Blue Bridges from downtown La Crosse. The family-friendly event runs from noon to 3 and is free to attend.